How to build authority as a new advisor. If you are an insurance agent or a mutual fund distributor or a financial advisor new in this profession, or you are someone who is aspiring to get into this profession because you have seen how most advisors who have been in this business for a while, those senior advisors, how confidently they speak with customers, how confidently they handle all the objections in front of their customers, and how confidently they are able to convert deals and are able to make more money, then this video is for you. You know how a large number of people, large number of advisors, they get into this profession, and as they get into this profession, when they get into this profession, they have lot of ambitions, lot of optimism, lot of positivity. However, when they start doing the business, day after day, week after week, month after month, they come across the biggest challenge, the challenge of facing rejections, the challenge of people not trusting them enough, the challenge of people questioning their recommendation. So in such a case, how do you build your authority as a new advisor? I have interviewed over 3,500 people who are insurance agents, mutual fund distributors, and personal finance advisors. Plus, I have also interviewed some of the top performing advisors, some of the lowest performing advisors, and the industry leaders. And I discovered one thing. This industry has evolved over a period of time. However, the process to onboard an advisor and train them to do business has remained the same. And that is the biggest bottleneck in your journey. And this is exactly what you will find an answer to in this video. Hi, my name is Roshan and I am an authority coach for insurance agents, mutual fund distributors, and personal finance advisors. And I'm on a mission to build an army of 100,000 advisors who want to build their practice ethically, yet without chasing people but attracting right ones. So in this video, we will be discussing about what authority is and what authority is not. Plus, we will also see why authority is important. You will also learn how new advisors look at authority, what is their mindset when it comes to authority. Plus, you will see where most advisors miss the bus. Okay? And you will see the mindset shifts you will need to bring inside you, inside your mind, for building your authority. And I'll be helping you learn the exact steps to build strong authority as a new advisor. Okay? And then I'll be sharing with you some next steps so that you can get started on this journey right after finishing this video. Okay. So with that, let's begin. What authority is? Let's take a quick look at it. Authority is when the right people trust you before even you pitch them. Okay. Authority is when your presence reduces anxiety for people. Authority is when your content and consistency adds immense value to people, to people's life, to their knowledge. And authority is built when your ideas help people make sense of their confusion. Alright? And authority is that confidence clients feel when they think, hey, this person gets my problem. This person understands my situation and knows how to guide me through this. So if you look at authority, authority is not about chasing people. It's not about making more cold calls. Authority is not about over-explaining products during your conversations with customers or in your sales meeting. And it's not about being seen as a product seller or a product pusher. Okay. And authority is also not about creating noise. It's definitely not about doing more. Doing more in the sense you are you are chasing more people every single day, you are doing more follow-ups every single day, you are doing more sales presentations, more meetings every single day. It's not about doing more, doing it. In today's world, especially in digital world, less is more. Okay, so I'll fold these notes before I go to the third one. So let's look at why authority is important. Okay. Reason number one, authority reduces resistance in your prospects' conversations. Number two, it shortens your sales cycle. Number three, it attracts better fit clients. It attracts quality clients and who are high interested clients. Okay. It lowers your burnout and chasing. And last reason is it compounds your trust over a period of time. Right? So why authority is important? Again, a quick recap. It reduces resistance in your conversations. It shortens the sales cycle. It attracts better fit clients. It lowers burnout and chasing. And it compounds trust over time. Okay. Now, let's quickly look at what is the mindset of a new advisor when it comes to authority. Now, new advisors think authority comes only after many years. They think I need to know everything first before even I start doing business. They think only big names have authority. They think sharing too much reduces my value. And they also think authority must sound formal and serious. So these are all the myths a new advisor carries inside their mind, okay, about authority. Okay. Now let's quickly look at where most advisors miss the bus of building their own authority. They wait for experience instead of sharing insights. That's where they miss the bus. They focus on products instead of problems. That's where they miss the bus. They try to impress instead of clarify. They copy seniors instead of building their own point of view, building their own point of lens. Okay. And they stay invisible due to fear of judgment. And as a result, most advisors end up building their practice without any authority. And it's not intentionally done, it's done unintentionally, unknowingly, unconsciously. Next, quickly look at what type of mindset shifts you need to do for building your own authority. So the first shift you need to do is you need to shift your mindset from I must impress to I must be understood by your prospects. The second shift is from I sell products to I guide decisions. The third shift is from I must sound professional to be trusted to I must feel safe, relatable and trusted. Okay. The fourth shift from I need to be more experienced to my clarity beats tenure. Okay. And the last shift is from more information equals more value to better framing equal more value. Okay. So when you do these shifts, 5 shifts, your authority will start beginning. You will start working on your authority. Okay. And now let's patiently understand what are the steps to build strong authority as a new advisor. Okay. So there are 5 steps I have listed out. Here is step number 1. Choose one clear problem to be known for. Let me help you understand what this means. When it comes to building your profession in financial advisory space as an insurance advisor or a mutual fund advisor or a financial advisor, you are actually helping people solve financial problems in their life. Or you are helping people fulfill their aspirations, the financial aspirations for your people, for your customers. You cannot be solving all the problems for everyone all the time. There are various financial challenges people face during their journey. For an example, a fresh graduate out of college, when he gets his first job and receives the first salary, his first challenge is, what do I do with this salary? Now, one thing commonly that comes out is people want to do something for their parents. But then, after they have done that thing for their parents, they have no clue about how they are going to deal with that money. So that's a challenge, right? They don't know how to manage that money or how to deal with the money. The second challenge could be, now they have worked for few years, few months, few years, and now they have accumulated some amount of saving in their savings account and they don't know what to do with that money. Now, while some of them are going through this journey, some of them are going through a different journey. Some of them, they have obtained a credit card and they are swiping credit card left, right, center. And they have gotten into a trap called debt trap, credit card trap. Now, they don't know how to come out of this. Now, gradually as the journey progresses, they get married, they get promotion, they get kids, they want to buy their own house, they want to buy their own car. Right? They want to, over a period of time, they also want to provide for their children's education, for their children's marriage, higher education, plus their own financial aspirations, own financial obligations towards their parents and their family. So while this journey is going on, at every single step of their journey, they are coming across a different challenge, a different financial challenge. Now, can you solve all the problems? I have a problem there. If you want to solve all the problems, there is a small problem with that. And that small problem, in fact, is a big problem. Ask me what's the problem. The problem is this. And to help you understand that problem, I'll give you an example of a medical profession. Now, when it comes to medical profession, broadly speaking, there are two categories of medical professionals. Category 1, a doctor who is a medical practitioner, generalist, like MBBS, BDS, right? And then the second category of doctor is someone called specialist, right? Specialist like a neurosurgeon, a cardiologist, a kidney implant surgeon, a knee implant surgeon, right? ENT specialist. So he is a specialist, where in the first case, he is a generalist. He is an MBBS doctor or a BDS doctor to who you go for all small ailments. Like if you have fever, you go to the doctor, you go to the generalist doctor. You have body pain, you have cold, you have cough, you just go and meet the doctor. Right? Now, if you see, what's the difference between the generalist and the specialist? The generalist will serve people, helping them come out of those small illnesses. But when it comes to specialist, a specialist is expert only in fixing that one particular health-related challenge. And by the way, if you have to answer this, who makes more money? Is it the generalist or is it the specialist? I hope you answered specialist. So the specialist makes more money. Now the question to you here is, how can you become that specialist in your practice? Because in India, we have more than 36 lakhs insurance advisors, more than 12 lakh mutual fund distributors. So how do you differentiate yourself among these millions of people, millions of insurance agents, millions of mutual fund distributors? How will you differentiate? How will you create your identity for yourself? That yes, you are the specialist for this. Now in your profession, when I talk about specialization or being specialist means, you pick one problem to solve for. And that becomes your specialization. For example, you can decide to fix the credit card debt trap problem for millennials. You can fix the problem of what to do with your first salary. Every single month, every single year, there are millions of people, millions of graduates who get their first salary when they get into the first job. And they have no idea about how to deal with that money. If you can pick problems like that, now these are the problems I'm talking at the surface level. Surface level in the sense, in the beginning of your journey. right? Even there are deeper problems to fix when it comes to finances, right? But then we will talk about those problems gradually in coming videos. Right now, let's focus on these 1 or 2 examples so you understand this better. Make sense? Thank you. So now, choose one clear problem to be known for. So if tomorrow someone says, if you pick this problem, that I will help millennials fix their credit card debt and achieve financial freedom. And that's the difference. Choose one clear problem to be known for. Okay. Step number 2, learn your client's confusion deeply. Now, once you pick this problem, let's say you pick the problem of, let's continue with the problem of credit card debt trap. Okay. Now, learn every possible confusion that you can think of about that particular problem and go deep. Okay. How this person got into credit card debt? What kind of spending patterns or spending habit this person got into? What category of spend he has done the most? Whether he has spent for some meaningful things or whether he is just going shopping after shopping just because he's got a credit card. Okay. Or whether he is chasing the small minuscule rewards that credit card companies offer. What exactly the reason is for this person to use credit card? Number 2, you will want to understand deeply what motivated him to use credit card instead of cash and what motivated him to spend more than what he is earning or to spend more than what she is earning. It can be male, female, both. Right? Next, you want to deep dive into and understand how frequently he is buying. In a month, if he is earning X, then why is he spending more than that? So like this, you get to the root of the problem and understand the confusion. Whether the client understands the product properly, the credit cards properly or no. Whether he understands how the credit card interest rates works or no and how it impacts his finances or no. So all these things you learn deeply. Then comes the step 3. Develop a simple point of view. You don't need to be an expert with 15, 20, 10 years experience. Even if you are new and you can use a common sense about how people get trapped into debt. Once you have done this study, you know you have your own point of view. And you start talking about that point of view. Whether that point of view is to help people come out of debt, whether that point of view is to help people reduce their anxiety, whether that point of view is help people gain clarity about how they got trapped into this, and whether that point of view is how they can come out of this step by step. Just develop a simple point of view, and then the next step for you is show up consistently sharing your point of view openly on a public forum. When I say openly on a public forum, what it means, in places like Instagram, if your majority of your audience are on Instagram, then pick that as your base platform. Okay, and start sharing your point of view on that platform. That's the next logical thing. Now, what do you share on Instagram? You can record a video about talking about that particular problem and then giving solutions. You can record a short reel and you can give solution to that situation. You can even post carousels or a smart infographic image and you can post content there. And consistently you do that. That's the next step. Okay? And then the last step is teach first. Your job is not to sell. Selling is the byproduct. Okay? Selling is the byproduct of the value you add to your prospect's life. Similarly, so what you teach to your prospect, what you teach to your audience is going to define whether that person is going to buy from you or not. And when you are teaching, what actually you are doing? You are sharing knowledge and you are demonstrating your expertise. And when you share your own point of view, you are demonstrating how expert or how knowledgeable person you are. right? And when you do this, selling automatically happens. Not when the person meets you, but when they are going through your pieces of content. And when you start doing this consistently every week after week, week after week, week after week, right audience will start coming to you and they will start consuming your content. And plus, what will happen? They will start connecting with you. And that's how you build strong authority, even if you are a new advisor. Now pause for a moment and think about this. Close your eyes. Close your eyes for a moment and do this visualization. Think about this. You have decided that one problem you want to fix, that one financial problem you want to fix for your audience. You have done a deep research about that problem. You have created your own point of view about that particular financial problem. And you have also learned, you have also created a solution for your audience to fix that problem. Now, keep your eyes closed. You are consistently posting content to share your point of view about that specific financial problem and how people can come out of it. And then, once you start posting, you are posting content continuously. You are posting content on regular intervals and you are educating your audience, you are demonstrating your expertise, you are demonstrating the knowledge you have, right? And those people are coming to you, not because you are chasing them, but you are educating them, but you are empowering them and you are guiding them. And they are coming to you pre-sold. They have made their mind to transact with you even before they meet you. And they are ready to allow you to serve them. How does that feel? Now, open your eyes and go to the comment box below this video and share how does that feel. And if you think this video gave you some clarity, consider subscribing. This channel, this space is for insurance advisors, mutual fund distributors and financial advisors who are just getting started on their journey or are aspiring to get into this profession, where the goal is to gain clarity before even they begin their journey and build confidence before even they think about scale. Okay, and I have certain next steps for you. What are the next steps? Share your takeaways, share your visualization in the comment box below. Consider subscribing to the channel. And third is register for my upcoming free weekly mastermind happening every Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. Okay. These are completely free for you to register and join. Inside this mastermind, I cover aspects like this and I deep dive into each topic. We go for about 60 to 90 minutes every Saturday, where I answer all the questions you may have pertaining to a particular topic in the business. And I also help you gain more clarity about how you should go ahead and build your practice. Okay. You will find the link to register for this mastermind below this video. Just click on that link, register, and I'll see you in the next Saturday's mastermind session. And if you have any question about how you can build authority, you can come and ask me there live. Okay? And you don't need to have years of experience. You don't need to have met hundreds of prospects. You don't need to make hundreds of cold calls. And you don't need to do hundreds of sales meetings for you to earn your authority. You can build your authority in small, tiny steps. I'll see you in the next one.